Netflix Bridgerton. Season Stoop is the show at its absolute best. Netflix hit series Bridgerton is back, and in many ways, better than ever. This season, its central love story defies the rules of high society in a Cinderella-like tale that asks what happens when true desire refuses to bow to the rigid etiquette of London's high society. The fan-favorite Shondaland series, from executive producers Shonda, Rhimes and Betsy, explores what happens when a member of the upper crust falls in love with a maid. This season opens up the worlds of the household servants who keep the lives of the wealthy running smoothly. The 8-episode fourth season premieres in 2 4-episode pairs on January 3 and February 2. Intro Bridgerton Festen. The story opens at Lady Violet Bridgerton's, Ruth Gemmell, lavish masquerade ball as her famously single second son, the charismatic and very carefree Benedict Bridgerton, Thompson, becomes immediately smitten when he meets a mysterious lady in silver. They lose on another as the clock strikes nightThe, and so runs off into the night. The Bridgerton universe is based on Julia Quinn's best-selling book series, with Season 4 inspired by An Offer from a Gentleman, which delves into Benedict's search for his true love, which becomes a forbidden romance of the best kind. So far, Benedict, like his sister Eloise, Claire de Jesse, has rebelled against the rules. The 20-year-old Eloise, for example, refers to herself as a spinster and on the self. When she sees how distraught her brother is, she helps him find this necessary woman. Penelope Nicola Kirkland, who has been outed as the popular gossip columnist Lady Violet, voiced by Gillian Andrews, joins in the adventure. Nor for you. How to watch the 20 grains and what to expect. 15 results, bonus winners, highlights and reactions. Nate Pips today. Hence, answers and walkthrough for Sunday, February 1. Season of this gorgeous series explores the 8 close-knit Bridgerton siblings as they fall in love. This season feels spectacular and unique in that love defies the rules and expectations as a maid will crash as a ball, leaving only a glove, not a slipper, bevent, changes the game. There is a particular kind of Benedict Bridgerton has always excelled, the ability to make silk gowns feel revolutionary and stolen glances feel dangerous. In its 4th season, the Netflix phenomenon doesn't just return to form, it refines it. This is Bridgerton at its most confident, most romantic, and most daring, offering a love story that dares to ask what happens when desire refuses to know its place. Season 2 opens, as all great Bridgerton captors sold, beneath candeliers and candlelight. Lady Violet Bridgerton's masquerade ball is a spectacle of kiss and expectation, where London's elite hide behind masks while quietly calculating advantageous matches. It is here that Benedict Bridgerton, the family's famously carefree second son, meets a mysterious lady in silver and promptly forgets every role he was raised to obey. Their connection is instant, electric, and fleeting. Midnight arrives. Savannah's also leaves behind is a glove, not a glass slipper, but something more intimate, nor human. In that small twist, Bridgerton signals exactly what kind of season this will be. Inspired by Julia Quinn's An Offer from a Gentleman, Season 2 takes the familiar Cinderella framework and sharpens it. This is not merely a fantasy about being rescued into wealth, it is a challenge to the rigid scaffolding of class that holds Regency society together. The woman Benedict falls for is not a duchess in disguise. She is a maid, son on whose labor sustains the grandeur of the very world that eclipses her. For the first time, Bridgerton meaningfully opens the downstairs doors. We see the servants not as background fighters, but as people with desires, frustrations, and inner lives. Their world runs parallel to the tons, quieter, harsher, and Bond-B roles for less forgiving. The result is one of the show's most compelling shifts yet, grounding its fairy-tale romance in social reality without losing its signature charm. Like Thompson's Benedict has always been charming, but this season gives him weight. His rebellion against polite society is no longer aesthetic or theoretical, it becomes personal. Love forces him to choose between comfort and courage, between being adored for what he appears to be and risking everything for what he truly wants to be. At his side, the women of Bridgerton continue to shine. Eloise, still proudly resistant to society's narrow expectations, becomes Benedict's unlikely ally. Her self-described status as a spinster feels less like resignation and more like defiance, and her determination to help her brother find the woman he loves speaks to a season deeply invested in solidarity, especially among those who feel suffocated by tradition. Penelope Featherington, newly exposed as Lady Violet, adds another fascinating layer. No longer hidden behind anonymity, she moves through the story with sharper edges and higher stakes. Her involvement in Benedict's cirque feels almost redemptive, a reminder that storytelling, whether through gossip sits or grand romance, has the power to disrupt intricate,